Welcome back to Hour 2, ladies and gentlemen. We had a problem with the phone lines over the break, so just give us a call back, and I'll be sure to get to you before the end of the program. Let's go to Madru in California and see what's up. Hey, Madru, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Thank you, Dr. Glidden. I have a distant relative who has they have a small boy. He's between 7 and 8, and he's autistic. He acts a little. He goes off a little tantrums sometimes, and you can tell you can tell he's autistic. But we've been trying to talk to the parents about getting him on the nutrients, and wanted to. I'm going to send her one of your links, but I would like for you to tell me exactly what he needs. Pulling on his mother when he doesn't get his way, grabbing her in certain parts, that kind of thing.
Well, here's a better solution, Madru. I'm happy to help, and I've got all kinds of information in my back office for webinars, right? But it's important, I think, as we're moving forward with longevity, it's important to dial in an enrollment conversation with people that's effective. Because otherwise we're just going to be wasting our time. And someone like you who has a big heart, who knows that they can help, you're going to be used and abused by fools in the world, and the world is filled with fools, unless you can dial in a specific way to show this to people. So a much better thing for you to do with this woman and with everybody is to say, listen, I know a doctor who says your child doesn't have to suffer with that. If I send you a link to his radio, will you call in? If I send you a link to a webinar that he did, will you watch it? If I lend you this DVD, will you watch it? If I lend you this audio CD, will you listen to it? That's a much better way to do it, because when you do it kind of third hand like this, and I know that the intention is to send the link for the radio to the person, but if you can get them to call themselves, then that's going to be much better, because you're going to send them the link, they're going to listen to it, maybe they're not going to listen to it, they're just not going to take you seriously.
Exactly.
And it's a problem, right? I mean, trust me, man, it's a problem. It is a problem.
When you go to see family and everybody's sick, and you're looking at them and you're healthy and everybody else sick.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I mean, my parents, God love them, they wouldn't listen to me, right? So you don't want to feel bad, especially about family. And so, what I would do is I would be the bad cop. I would say, look, here's the deal. I know a doctor who says you don't have to suffer with that. Call up his radio and see what he has to say about it. Or, look, I'm going to send you this webinar. I want you to watch it. And then call the radio show. And if you're not going to do that, I don't want to hear about your troubles with your son anymore, because I know what you can do to help him. And if you're not going to take action on your own behalf, then, I don't know what to tell you. And then I turn around and walk away. You got to be a hard nose like that sometimes, Madru. Now, look, if there's people there at work, or they can't call the radio show, or, whatever, there are circumstances, and that's one thing.
Right.
But it doesn't sound to me like that's the thing here. It sounds to me like you're getting snubbed by your relatives, and if I were you, I'd kick sand in your face and walk away.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll give it. Yeah, I'll give her the radio. I'll give her the radio.
All right, Madru, you're the greatest. Hey, Madru, keep up the good work. You're doing a fantastic job in California. All right, we're counting on you, Madru. This is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen, and this is you got to have a thick skin when you're in longevity. Otherwise, you're going to be beaten up and you're going to be abused, and you're going to get so frustrated with the foolishness of humanity that you're going to chuck it and you say, look, I can't do this because people are so flippin' stupid, they're just not going to listen to me. Well, guess what? You're right. Everybody does need to be reprogrammed, so to speak. Everybody needs to unlearn what Dr. Oz, Dr. Kildare, and Hawkeye Pierce have taught them, along with 100,000s of hours of pharmaceutical profiteering ads, direct-to-consumer ads on the TV. People have to unlearn things. So, becoming an proficient longevity business builder, becoming proficient with showing people the light of medical nutrition, becoming proficient at ushering people into the country of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition is a skill. And it's something that you need to perfect. And the single best habit that you can get into as a longevity distributor is to learn how to point and to say as little as possible. You want to listen to the people's concerns. You want to let them tell you their story, let them tell you what their trouble is. And then the only thing that you need to say is, son of a gun, really? You have a child that has autism? I'm so sorry to hear that. That must be horrible. Because guess what? It is. I know a doctor that says he doesn't have to suffer with that, and he's got a radio show. There's 2 doctors, by the way. They've got 2 radio shows. You can call them in. They're available for 4 hours a day, free. Look, you take time off from work to go visit the doctor, don't you? Well, look, take time off from work. Stay home one afternoon and call these guys up. Keep calling until you get through and you get an answer. And if that doesn't happen, well, guess what? I'll invite you to a live chat that happens 3 times a week. I'll send you a DVD where they talk about these issues and they can tell you what to do. The less you say, the better it is. You want to listen to their concerns with an open mind and an open heart. And then rather than going off on a diatribe about how great Dr. Wallach is and how many times he's been published and his book that's in the Smithsonian and everything else, which of course is true, rather than doing that, if you just point, things become much better. Look, you don't have to become the artist. You just have to give people directions to the museum. You don't have to be the chef. You just have to tell people how to get to the restaurant. That's all that you need to do. And if you do that, you get into the habit of doing that. Speak as little as possible and point. Everything changes for you. Everything changes. Because now all of a sudden it's a much less frustrating relationship between you and suffering humanity. These people are so nutritionally deficient. I'm surprised they can drive a car, quite frankly. I'm surprised they can string a sentence together and put one foot in front of the other. Most people, they're off in their own planet wave. And that when you add to that nutritional deficiencies, it's just, a giant monkey house with monkeys chasing each other around for no good reason. So become proficient and efficient at helping people in longevity figure out what to do. And the easiest way to do that is to simply point. The more you point, the easier it gets. The easier it gets, the better it is for everybody. Like Celeste in Los Angeles. Let's go and talk to her and see what's happening. Hey, Celeste, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Hey, it's Glidden. My sister had a mastectomy, and her left arm, the doctor who did it, took out all of her lymph nodes out of her arm, and she has no muscle in her arm, just swells up big, and she has to wear sleeves. I was wondering if it was anything can be done, given to her for that.
Well, what's more important here is that she had a mastectomy because why? She had breast cancer?
Yes.
All right. Well, the tumor in the breast was not the disease. The tumor in the breast was the result of the disease. And simply removing the breast ain't going to cut it. Because whatever it is that was upsetting the apple cart in her body is still upsetting the apple cart in her body, and it's looking for another place to express itself because the breast was just removed, as were the lymph nodes. And so, the MD, they like they're butchers, for goodness sake,
yes,
when it comes to this stuff. So given the fact that they've removed the lymph nodes, it's really a tough call. That's a surgical intervention. It's a surgical stress to the body. And I don't know that there's going to be much that she can do to get on the other side of it. But here's what I do know. Regardless of whether we can give her a little bit of relief there, her body is starving for nutrition. It needs nutrition. And by the way,
right.
Supplementation with selenium reduces breast cancer by 82%. 82%. Which means, probably, if she was taking 2 little selenium supplements every day from the time she was a little girl until now, she probably wouldn't have gotten breast cancer. But, why doesn't the medical doctor tell her that? Because the medical doctor is not concerned with what causes cancer. Her medical doctor is only concerned with cutting things and burning things and managing things, and it's insanity. So if I were you, what I would recommend she take in order to support and promote the structure and function of her body post-surgery would be 1 anti-aging Healthy Start pack and 2 selenium, 1 anti-aging Healthy Start and 2 selenium and 2 Z radical, Z like zebra radical. 1 anti-aging Healthy Start pack, 2 selenium, and 2 Z radical per 100 pounds of body weight per month. Plus, of course, eliminate the 10 bad foods. And by the way, I did a free webinar last week on the 10 bad foods, and it's available still for free on my website. So you can send anybody that you want to my website, and they can watch the whole webinar for free. And it was a lot of fun, actually. We had over 600 people logged into that webinar, and we had over 1,000 people watch the recording. So it's growing like hotcakes here. Knowledge is power. That's how I would handle that, Celeste. Eliminate the 10 bad foods. Get her on board with the anti-aging healthy pack, the selenium and the Z radical, and keep your fingers crossed. Stick around, folks. More to come. People just don't know what they don't know. And it's up to you to tell them. And there's ways that you can tell them that will make them run away from you. There's ways that you can tell them that will make them think you're a kook. And there's ways that you can tell them that will attract them to you. If you learn the latter of these 3, your life with longevity will be a slow slide into wealth. And it'll be a remarkable phenomenon. Say as little as possible and point as much as possible. And that's how we're going to change the world. Charlene is up next. Hey, Charlene, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Hi, Doctor. I'm so happy to have you on the phone here talking with you. Appreciate you. I have so many things wrong with me, and I'm taking all the stuff. I don't know where to begin. I can't tell you everything. It won't be, not enough time.
Well, all right. Whoa. But first things first. How long have you been doing the supplement program?
Oh, man. January in the middle, and I get different people tell me different things, and then I started getting real healthy, and then I started taking coffee and a sweet at the restaurant, and my nails got real hard, soft again, but they were so much power in my nails. I couldn't believe it. I was looking great, and all of a sudden, boom.
Well, it's the coffee that did that.
Oh, gosh.
Regretfully, I know. What's your blood type? Are you blood type O?
A.
Your blood type A. That's interesting. So switch from coffee to tea, or if you're going to drink coffee, take your mineral supplements 2 hours away from a cup of coffee. Take your mineral supplements 2 hours away from a cup of coffee. And basically, quite frankly, everything that Longevity has except the essential fatty acids and the killer biotic has minerals in it. So if you're going to drink coffee, drink it away from your mineral supplementation, and that's one way to do a little workaround here.
Like, say, to have the coffee at 12 o'clock and have the minerals at 2?
Well, you could have the minerals with breakfast and have the coffee at 12 o'clock and then have the minerals again with dinner.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, I don't want coffee. I do drink it, even though I know it isn't right for me, but I drink herb tea, too. Is that a good herb tea?
Yeah, I'm okay with herb tea. No problem there. So specifically, how can I help you, Charlene?
I take all the supplements, and I would like to know how many take a month.
Carl, how much do you weigh?
140.
Okay, so if at 140, here's what I would do: the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, right? I would do 3 scoops a day.
I do, and it's so much. Okay, go ahead.
Well, what do you mean it's so much?
Well, I put the Beyond Oster powder in it too, three scoops, and oh my gosh, I have to have a lot of water to it, and it's hard to drink all that one day.
Well, then don't put the osteo with it. I'm going to tell you how to do that. I want you to switch from the osteo powder to the osteo liquid. The next
I know,
time
I am, exactly.
Next time you order it, and I want you to do 1 ounce of the osteo liquid.
Okay.
In 2 ounces of orange juice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Immediately before bed.
Ooh, I like it. Thank you.
All right. And I want you just to take the Beyond Tangy Tangerine all by itself.
Really?
Yeah. So do 1 scoop of that in, 8 ounces of water in the morning, 1 scoop and 8 ounces in the afternoon, 1 scoop and 8 ounces in the evening. It's easy.
Oh, man, you're an angel.
All right. Now the EFA Plus, the fish oil, I want you to do 3. I want you to do 3 a day. 3 a day.
I do what do you call it? Fish oil. I do the multi.
Oh, the multi-fish oil? All right, then do 6 a day. 2 with, and I want you, that's the only one I want you to take with food. So 2 with breakfast, 2 with lunch, 2 with dinner, or 3 with lunch, 3 with dinner, right?
All right, 3 lunch and 3 dinner.
Yeah, 6 a day with food. Spread them out.
Okay, with food, thanks. Yeah.
Are you taking selenium?
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of white spots.
All right, so I want you to do, at 140 pounds, I want you to do 6 or 9 selenium a day.
Okay.
But that one, I want you to do that one between meals.
Okay, I will.
So I want you to do, 2 between breakfast and lunch, 2 between lunch and dinner, and 2 between dinner and bed, or 3, 3, and 3. 2, 2, and 2, or 3, 3, and 3.
I really do 3, 3, and 3.
3, 3, and 3 would be better for you.
Yeah, 3, 3, and 3. Okay.
And, that's all that you need, unless there's other stuff that you haven't told me about.
No, I told you. I've got seen things I'm taking.
Well, what is it that's specifically bothering you? What brought you to longevity in the first place?
Arthritis.
Okay, so you need to dial in. You need to dial in some glucogel then.
I can't think it has C.O. It's fish in it.
All right. Hold on, Charlene. We're up against the hard break. I'll pick this up on the other side of the commercial. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. Dr. Peter Glidden here, wrapping it up on a Tuesday afternoon. Remember that Moody Blues song? We are in the middle of a conversation with Charlene from Michigan. So, Charlene, what type of glucogel have you been taking and how much?
Oh, well, I take the Fucoid now, Q4Z, in replacement.
Yeah, why did you switch?
Because it has the fish in it, the other one.
And what's wrong with that?
Well, sometime when I had some Chinese food, like a shrimp or something I ate, it swelled up my gland here under my ear.
Oh, is that right? So have you ever taken the glucogel, or did you just avoid it out of, fear?
Oh, I know. I took mostly, 3/4 of the bottle.
And what happened?
I just didn't feel right. I don't know.
So you didn't feel right after you did?
Sluggish a little.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to have to go outside of longevity for this, because you're going to need some glucosamine and chondroitin. And I also want you to go to the supermarket and get some Knox gelatin. Mm-hmm. I want you to take 1 or 2 packets of Knox gelatin a day, dissolved in some warm water. You can put it in your tea if you want. It'll thicken the tea up a little bit. I don't care how you drink it. Get 2 packs of Knox gelatin down a day.
Okay, one pack with the 1 cup of water, warm water, and then, or can I put them both together?
Yeah, I can put them both together. I don't care. Mix it up. You bet.
Okay. Now, what is the outside supplement you want me to get? Is that it?
It's made by a company called Vital, V like Victor, I, T like Thomas, A-L, Nutrients, plural, Vital Nutrients. I think it's vitalnutrients.net or vitalnutrients.com. I can't remember. There's a supplement. They have a shellfish-free glucosamine chondroitin. It's called glucosamine chondroitin.
Oh, really?
Get a big bottle.
Okay.
And when you check out, you order that online. When you check out, you will need a practitioner code. My code is 7318. 7318. All right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So we've got the Beyond Tangy, we've got the EFAs, we've got the Selenium, we've got the OsteoFX. Now, the only other thing I want you to do is take 1 more ounce of Beyond OsteoFX and a little bit of orange juice sometime during the day, and I don't care when you do that. I don't have the
liquid yet, but I have the powder for now.
Yeah, well, give the powder to your neighbor and get the liquid.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have automatic shipping, so I'll order that soon.
All right, so you're going to need 2 bottles of the Beyond OsteoFX a month, 2 bottles of the liquid a month.
Okay.
Okay. But that's what I want you to do for the next little while. Plus, you've eliminated the 10 bad foods, I'm assuming?
Is sugar elimination, too?
No, I'm okay with sugar.
Caffeine?
I'm okay with that.
Wow, okay. You said I can have coffee if I have minerals 2 hours later?
Correct.
Or 2 hours before?
Correct.
2 hours before or 2 hours after coffee?
Either one. I don't really care. You got to separate it. You got to take it away from the minerals.
What are the minerals? Which ones are the minerals?
Everything except the EFA.
Wow.
So everything except the EFA. So if you want to, you can wash the EFAs down with coffee.
Oh, okay.
No problem. But you have to not eat wheat, barley, rye, or oats. You're doing that, right?
Right.
All right, good girl. All right, brighten that up like that, Charlene. Give me a call back in 4 weeks once you've been on that program and expect a miracle. I appreciate your phone call very much. From Michigan or Minnesota, I think, where Charlene was, Michigan, I think, to Diane in Texas. 2 calls from Texas today. Oh, Diane, I hit the wrong button on my computer. Son of a gun. Give me a call right back, Diane. I'll pick you right up. I'm so sorry that happened. Give me a call right back, and I'll pick you up. James in Virginia, that means you are up next. Hey, James, you are live.
It's a privilege, Dr. Glidden, to speak with you. Real quick, my wife was diagnosed with hypopituitarism about 12 or so years ago, before I knew her, and they put her on levothyroxine, however you say it. It's a hard word for me to say, and hydrocortisone, and I obviously know that we can get her off of that eventually. Started taking some products about a week and a half ago, the original PTG, the EFAs, and the probiotics, the nightly essence. I think that's it. But I assume that's the correct diagnosis. I don't know, but what she said, the first thing that happened to her when it started happening, she lost all of her hair. Right?
Yeah. How much?
She started. Go ahead.
Then she started what?
She started falling out of bed. It's what I was asking her the other day about, the details, and I said, well, were you dizzy, lightheaded? No, we're just falling out of bed. So, anyway, when the family, because she was trying to hide it from the family, she was keeping some grandchildren and stuff. And anyway, one of her children found her on the floor and tried to get her up. Anyway, they took her to the hospital, and they couldn't find out what was wrong with her for a while. But when she got there, her body temperature had dropped so low, she had to wrap her up, and I guess they almost lost her. I don't know. But anyway, so they referred her to a specialist, and he's the one that found out what was going on. And I guess, in a sense, it saved her life. So, but it was a diabetes and thyroid clinic, whatever.
So is it a thyroid problem or a pituitary problem that they diagnosed?
Well, it's called, they're telling her it's hypopituitarism. So, but I know that as far as I understand, that controls a lot of your other glands.
Yeah. There's a relationship between the pituitary and the thyroid gland, a direct relationship. All right. So how much does she weigh?
About 105.
All right. So to support and promote the structure and function of the pituitary gland, I would give her every month 1 HGH Youth Complex. 1 HGH Youth Complex.
Youth? Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's HGH, like Harry Gottfried Harry. HGH Youth Complex.
Human growth hormone, right?
Well, yeah, that's not human growth hormone, but that's what the acronym is, right? There's no human growth hormone in it. It's stacked amino acids. The second thing would be 2 bottles of Ultimate Selenium. 2 Ultimate Selenium a month.
Okay.
That's 6 a day.
Right.
I would give her 1 Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0 a month. That's 1 level scoop twice a day.
Right.
I would give her 2 bottles of the Beyond Osteo FX Plus a day. 2 bottles of Beyond Osteo FX Plus a day. And a month. I'm sorry. And 2 bottles of Z Radical a month. 2 Z Radical.
Okay.
That's what I would do. Plus, of course, she has to stay away from the 10 bad foods.
Right.
And she wants to look to see, how she feels, because when there's this much problem present in the human body, then everything is affected. Mood, energy, appetite, sex drive, aches and pains, digestion, everything across the board. Sleep is problematic. So as she gets more kind of dialed in with this program, she wants to pay attention to holistics, stuff that's happening everywhere in her body as hallmarks, positive hallmarks that she's on the right track. And when she eliminates the 10 bad foods into the bargain, it will help a great deal.
Well, as far as getting off of those drugs, how will you know, and how will you figure out how to start easing off and taking less and less until you get to the point where how do you figure
What, of the drugs?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't. Well, the only way that she's going to be able to do that, I'm assuming that she goes for an MD visit 2 or 3 times a year?
Or maybe 6 months or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, well, they're going to do blood work, and they'll look to see her numbers, and when the blood numbers start to improve, they're going to reduce the meds, right? Now, she should also look up, and you should look up, what are the side effects of the medications that she's taking.
Yeah, I have hydrocortisone especially. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah, because as she goes down the track and her body becomes more nutrified, the medication that she's taking might start to be more effective, which would make her subject to more side effects of the meds. So if she starts to develop any side effects of the meds moving forward, that's another hallmark that she needs to wean off of them, and she needs to do that with professional supervision.
Right, exactly, okay.
All right.
Yeah, because they also, the last blood test, they said she had hepatitis C or whatever, which supposedly came from something, because she's originally from South America, Guyana, been over here for 30 years. So it affects her liver too. But I think the hydrocortisone also affects your liver, doesn't it?
It most certainly does. And so another thing that she can do to support her liver health, you got to get a juicer. Get a juicer. And have her get into the regular habit of drinking fresh squeezed beet juice on a regular basis. Fresh squeezed beet juice, at least an ounce a day. And have her feel...
What about just eating beets?
No, juice it. An ounce a day. And it's going to make her urine red, and it's going to make her stool red. She'll think she's bleeding. She's not.
Yeah, I ate some beets sometimes.
Yeah.
I understand that.
All right. And also, she can mix anything else she wants to with the beet juice to make it taste better. Like carrot, apple, and beet juice is a pretty tasty combo. I'd have her do that on a regular basis, plus the selenium, in order to support and promote a healthy liver. That's how I would handle that, Jim.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your help. I know you got other people waiting on the line, so.
All right, Skipper, I appreciate you very much. Thanks for your patience, and now go out there and get them. I appreciate it very much. Diane is back. It looks like it's a Texas afternoon. Hey, Diane, thanks for calling back.
Hi.
You are live. Yeah, sorry about that. Welcome back.
Santa, thank you very much. I had a few things to mention to you for your advice. I have hypothyroidism I've had since I was 14. I'm now 69, okay? I had surgical menopause 35 years ago. I'm still on hormone replacement. I have migraine headaches that come with barometric pressure change. I have herniated disc causing pressure and a cyst on my sciatic nerve with peripheral neuropathy in both feet.
How much do you weigh?
155.
All right. Well, give me something hard to fix. I mean, all of these things. This isn't my first rodeo, and all of these things are connected, of course. Nutrient deficiencies across the board. So I think you're going to notice a world of difference in the first 4 weeks once you can start this program. How'd you hear about me anyway, Diane? Who told you about me?
Actually, I don't even know anymore. I went online and I just started looking.
All right. So then, great. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to call this number, 855-347-3696, 855-347-3696. And somebody from my team will help you place the order that I'm going to tell you and get it for you at the wholesale price. And then they'll also be able to give you advice about how to take the stuff.
Okay.
And that's a good idea. Now we're coming up against the hard break, so stick around with me, Diane. I'll finish up the program with you when we come back, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good new-fashioned medical nutrition into your body and usher you into the undiscovered country of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. Stick around, folks. And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Peter Glidden here, your steadfast advocate for health, finishing it up today. Maybe we have time for one more plus Diane. I will see. Diane, are you still with me?
I'm here, yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me your weight again, please.
I'm 155. That fluctuates between 155 and 160.
All right, so here's what I want you to try every month for 3 months. You have something to write with?
Yeah, let me get a clean sheet here. Every month for 3 months?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. It's called One Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. One Healthy Bone and Joint Pack.
Okay.
Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. 3 selenium. 3 selenium. That's S like Sam, E, L like Larry, E, N like Nancy, IUM.
Okay.
And 1 bottle of Beyond Osteo, OST like Thomas, EOFX. 1 Beyond Osteo FX. 3 selenium and 1 Healthy Bone and Joint Pack original formula. The Healthy Bone and Joint Pack I want to be the original formula. Now, I'd like you please to visit my website, Dr. Glidden, GLIDDEN.com. And on the front page, there's a link to a webinar that I did, and it's free. It's called The 10 Bad Foods. I want you to watch that webinar, and I want you to stop eating those 10 foods immediately.
Okay.
It's easy. Now, we're transitioning my website to another server, so my website might be a little clunky depending on how many people are logged on for the next couple days, but shortly it's going to be streamlined like a greyhound. So if it's a little clunky, just bear with me for the next couple days. I think this should be a relatively easy thing for you to navigate to. drglidden.com, and give the number 855-347-3696 a call. And my associates will help you get the stuff at the wholesale price and help you learn how to take it. And I want you to call me back every 3 or 4 weeks, Diane, with an update and tell me how you're feeling and how it's working.
Okay, can you explain to me the original pack versus what, the new one?
Yeah, the original has the calcium. They both have calcium. But the original pack has the liquid calcium, and the new pack has powdered calcium. And I like the liquid calcium much better. And if you buy things as a pack, it's less expensive and it's more economical than getting each of the individual products all by themselves.
Okay, so the original has the liquid.
And for you, given your health history, it would be a better expenditure of money, I believe.
Okay, I'm still trying to wean myself off of hormone replacement.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? So here's what you want to do while you're weaning yourself off. You want to eat a diet that's high in cholesterol.
Okay.
You want to eat eggs and chicken with the skin and turkey with the skin and rare hamburger and rare steak and butter, right? And butter and full-fat milk, full-fat yogurt. No more skim or 2%. Fat doesn't make you fat. Calories make you fat. Your body needs cholesterol to make hormones. And, you also need liver support. That's what the selenium is going to do. That's what part of the program here is to do, is help your body be more efficient at metabolizing the hormones that it does have. So when you stop eating the 10 bad foods and then you start eating a diet that's high in cholesterol, plus you give your body the nutritional support that it so desperately needs, I think you're going to have a dramatically different experience of your body. And it should be relatively easy at your age to come off of the bioidentical hormones, inside of 8 weeks.
At 69. I've been on them for 35 years.
Yeah, and thank God they were bioidentical. I mean, I don't know who you found to do bioidentical hormones.
They're not bioidentical. No, they're chemical.
Oh, I'm sorry that I missed that one. All right,
yeah.
Well, then the sooner the better, right? So this is we have to start somewhere, Diane, right?
I know, it's just very painful every time I lower the dosage.
Yeah, I get it. So look, let's take the first step. Clean your diet up, get these supplements, start taking them. Give me a call back every couple of weeks with a report, and I will be happy to see how you do. Thanks so much, everybody. Sorry I couldn't get to more phone calls today. We're getting very, very popular here, and I guess that's not a bad thing. Until we meet in person, I remain your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Thanks for listening. Live long and prosper.